Straight like that. Let the fans know what it really is. I will fuck Terence Crawford up. As a matter of fact, just to let you know how serious I am, I already got off the phone with Al a couple days ago, and we in negotiations right now. To the fans who don't know, we definitely reached out to Bud and them, and we just waiting on back for a response. So this shit going down on my end, baby. You know what I'm saying? All the suckers in the Lord. I can't believe. I always kind of knew you was in the bitch in the fake motherfuckers organization, man. Him, Terence Crawford, Mark Davis, everybody talking about Lomachenko. Lomachenko punk ass don't want to see me.
What's up, fight fans? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. So woke up this morning and saw a video by my main man, Gary Russell Jr. And throughout of that video, it's over, I think it's on his Instagram or something like that. You start going through, breaking down his thing with Terence Crawford. And when he started talking about Crawford, Gary Russell said something that was very significant, and that is he's been on the phone with Al Haymon. And he told Al Haymon to start negotiations with Terence Crawford people, send them some offers. And so they're in the middle of it now. Well, I'm also seeing that Keith One-Time Thurman is back out. And he's due to be shown on an interview with Brian Custer sometime this week. I think it's on the 18th. I'm looking forward to that. And some excerpts has been let out in which Keith Thurman is saying that he wants the Bud fight. He's telling Bud to send him a contract. He's saying that Bud is getting under his skin, and he ain't done nothing at 147. No one respects him at 47. And don't make it like that I'm trying to run away from a fight with you. So I'm hearing Keith Thurman say that now. Bud has got to send something. I'm sorry, fam. Look here, man. I feel like I definitely got to stand in to take this position. I've been an avid supporter of Terence Bud Crawford since 2015. I've made nothing but supportive videos of Terence Crawford. Every once in a blue, I'll call him out and say, hey, bro, this ain't right. But we at a point where we got to call out Bud on some things. And that is that Bud's got to start sending something. You can't sit in silence, bro. You can't plead the fifth. You can't sit back and let us keep defending you. I've said this before. But to Terence Crawford Nation, because I know how y'all may be thinking. Y'all may be saying, well, main man, why didn't Keith Thurman talk like this when he was a unified champion? Or main man, why does it now Keith Thurman can call out Bud in a pandemic and try to demand all of this money, and you didn't want to call him out when he had titles? I get that. Oh, now that no one else is available on the PBC side, because Keith Thurman did cite the fact that he wanted the Bud fight over the fact that, the timelines are not lining up for him and the other fighters. So it's like Bud is like second fiddle. So I get everybody what they saying with that, man. Lord knows I do. But when these dudes are out here yelling, send me a contract, send me a contract. Even in Gary Russell Jr.'s case, where, a lot of us know, Gary's at 126, Bud's at 147. So a lot of people are a little hesitant to call for that fight. But even in that situation, it's still not a good look for these fighters to be out here saying that Bud send me a contract and you don't want to send nothing, bro. It's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. And my thing is, the one thing that's why I love when Gary Russell Jr., when he was going back and forth with Bill Haney or whatever, and the one thing that Bill Haney just could not get around, you got to stop and pause right there, is when Gary Russell says, well, I sent you my number. I sent you my offer. Y'all told me the number was too big. So now I'm waiting for a counter offer. So that now effectively puts Gary Russell Jr. in the right, because he ain't even just talking, but he walking. And that's what I'm saying about Bud. Yeah, the situation may be what the situation is, but when Keith Thurman, who is a top elite welterweight fighter, when he's out here saying send me your contracts, you got to send him something, even if it's the number that he may not even want. But you gotta send something, bro. You can't just sit back in silence, man. Now, Bud has came out on social media and said that, well, Keith, and I'm paraphrasing, Keith, if I send you something, man, you're gonna basically find a way to wiggle out of it. That may be the case. But at that point, the ball is no longer in your court. The ball is no longer in your court. See, us boxing fans, we support Bud on the strength of him being number one pound for pound. And so to at least keep that status and to at least keep that level of prestige, you can't just let calls go unanswered. That ain't how the top pound for pound fighter moves. If he gets called out by another elite fighter, he says, okay, and everyone knows, A side sends the offer. Okay, cool. You want to fight? Cool. Here's my number. Send that to you right there. You don't like that number? Get back at me. If you don't get back at me, that lets me know you're not serious. That's the way this goes. But what Bob Arum and Bud likes to do, they'll hear these call outs. They'll go there to their little corner. They'll huddle up for a second. They'll look at the whole situation and then come back and find the 1-2 little things wrong with the situation and say, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Gave Amir Khan $7 million, but you won $9 million. Nope, can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And like even in the Danny Garcia situation, I always give Crawford credit for that, because what he did was sent Danny a number. Well, Top Rank sent Danny something. And so Danny looks dumb because, oh, I'm not even getting back at you, even though you offered me the highest payday at that point that I've ever seen. And I'm not getting back at you, and I'm number one in the WBO. Bad look. Bad look. And that's why people don't consider Danny top. If he makes the top 5 at welterweight, he's number 5. You know what I mean? But that ain't your level of prestige, bud. You got to get back at these dudes, man. You got Gary out here talking. All right, Gary, you want to talk? Here go the number. Come talk to me. If you don't want to respect my offer, then shut up. Hey, Keith, you talking out here. I don't know if you real or if you fake, but if you real, here go the contract right here. You know what to do. That's the moves that has to be made. Us getting on YouTube saying, well, Keith ain't serious. Oh, yeah, well, that person ain't serious. That's, it may or may not be true. But at the end of the day, we can't keep doing this for the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. No. If we're going to keep going down this road, we're going to have a different conversation about pound for pound. And that's just keeping it 100% factual with you. We can't do this. No pound for pound fighters duck smoke. They don't get out of the way when people shooting arrows at them. They stand right there and they say, okay, cool. We're going to get you on record right now. We're going to get you on record right now. And the second that you refuse or you don't send a counter offer, don't talk to me, bro. Don't hit me up unless you're ready to fight, because you already know what it is. You got to take these positions, bro. And I know Bud is a silent guy. He's not a talker. I get it, fam. I get it. He's not a talker. He doesn't want to get out here and do this and do that. I get it. Y'all tell me this all the time. And I've even said it. Bud is a G, but he need to have somebody talking. Bo Mack can talk. Bo Mack can talk. You know what I mean? Somebody can talk. You gotta engage, man. You gotta engage. So that's just my position on the matter. We'll see if Keith is really serious. I mean, Keith is running. This is the second, third time now, even though I get it. It's during the pandemic time. And for those who don't know, man, Keith Thurman and Bud, man, it's just always been a lack of respect between these two. But for those who don't know, I mean, I don't know what, I got my theories on it, but these two never respected each other. They never have. I don't know if, like I told people before, I don't know if Keith Thurman felt as though that Bob Arum and Bud never respected him as the number one champion when they came to 147. They didn't send him no serious offers. And I don't think so. Maybe some can say Keith danced around it a little bit and he wanted the top dollar and this, that, and the third, which is always true. Because whenever they want to fight Bud, they want the most money of their life. But at the end of the day, these two don't respect each other, man. And something got to give, you know what I mean? But something got to give. But I want my man Bud running the narrative on that. If you can't keep just turning a mute ear to people getting at you, bro. You can't just say if Keith Thurman says send a contract, I'm taking him serious. And I'm sending him something. You might not like what I send you, but you can get back at me and we'll work it out. It is what it is, man. So we'll see how this plays out. I'll catch y'all on the live stream a little later on, man. I think I'm going to get on live today, man. We had a good time last night with the fights over the weekend, so why the heck not? You know what I'm saying? Real spill. We got a lot to talk about, man. So we'll get more into this. I'm sure when the Keith Thurman interview drops on Brian Custer's podcast, I'm sure that everyone's going to be ginning this up and everybody going to be talking about it. Bud's got to respond, bro. He got to respond, fam. He got to respond. He's got to send something for a change. You can't just keep going back and forth. Man, I ain't sending you nothing, man. You ain't even serious. You know, that's cool. But at least get on the record with it. And we can back that. We can sit back and agree with Bud once Bud has sent something and they sent nothing back. That's why I rock with him in the Danny Garcia situation. You did. We'll get up later, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Salute to everybody over at Mainman Mademan's Boxing Forum, man. All day. Salute to everybody that support the homie, man. You know I support you, man. All day. Much love to the fam, and I catch y'all on the next one, man. Until the next one. Peace out.